So one second there. So what's going on? This is Nick Palladino, known as the big yogi here. Just finishing up my sixth piece of pizza today on Sunday night. Been in intense advanced yoga teacher training all week, and I figured what better way to top it off than taking down a whole giant pizza to myself. And you'll notice that is pepperoni, ham, sausage, and cheese, just to put it all together. And the reason I'm doing this right now, and what I want to talk about, is this concept of ahimsa, which pretty much states that anyone that practices yoga, or anyone especially that teaches yoga, can't eat meat, and if they do, then they're not really a yogi, and that they're pretty much full of shit. So what I really wanted to kind of touch base on is how having a limiting belief around diet, around lifestyle, around even your practice of yoga is really one of the most detrimental things that you can do in terms of finding your path to enlightenment or your path to happiness and even health. You know, take a simple piece of pizza for example. I have no problem eating a piece of pizza, even though I consider myself to be a wellness coach or even somewhat of a health nut. But the reason I don't have a problem is because I'm not attached to an ideal or a concept of what makes me who I am, what makes Nick who he is. For me, if I feel like eating a piece of pizza, I'm going to eat a piece of pizza. If I feel like drinking a beer, I'm going to drink a beer. If I feel like going out and having fun and not setting limitations, that's what I'm going to do. That's what makes me happy, and that's my path. That's how I live. Doesn't mean it's right for someone else. Just means it's right for who I am, and right for who I am in this moment. So the whole concept of ahimsa, or non-harming, gets really misconstrued, and a lot of people say, well, if you eat meat, then you're not following a yogic path. Well, that's not necessarily true. If I don't eat meat, for example, and I consider myself a vegetarian, and I go around judging other people for eating meat, or if even more so, I attack other people that do eat meat, and I attack their beliefs, then I am no longer having a state of ahimsa, or non-harming, because my mental concepts around meat are actually harmful to myself, and they're harmful to others. So this goes back to, again, ahimsa, and really understanding that it's more of a mental state of being okay with who you are, and having a state of compassion for yourself first, and a state of compassion for others, and then also a state of non-attachment, which is called vairagya. You'll find that in the sutras, in Sutra 115, which is about non-attachment. So for me, I don't have an attachment to eating meat. I see it as natural. Again, that's for myself. Therefore, it's in line with my yogic path. It's in line with my journey to become more self-realized. If I was attached to eating meat, or if I did have some kind of internal apprehension against eating meat, then it wouldn't be in line with who I am, and it wouldn't be in line with me becoming more spiritually actualized. So therefore, I wouldn't eat meat, right? Now again, this is the choice that someone for themselves needs to make. It's only something that you can decide, and there is no right or wrong. The moment we label something as it's good to eat meat or it's bad to eat meat, well then guess what? You're now attached, and now you're no longer living by the Yoga Sutras. So the moral of the story here today is do what feels right to you. Do what's in line with what is in line with your path, with what makes you happy, and do it from a point of compassion and understanding. You know, if someone wants to be a vegan, that's fine. I've tried it. It doesn't work for me. It makes me feel like shit, taking me further away from my goal is to be more self-realized, and my goal is to be happier and healthier. So, long story short, ahimsa is really about non-judgment, and it's about a sense of compassion for yourself and for others' choices. It's not really about eating meat or not eating meat. So, hope that helps. If it didn't, right on. If it did, right on. For me, I'm going to continue to enjoy pizza, and keep making these videos, and maybe somebody out there watching. So take it easy, and be healthy, be happy. Big Yogi out.